Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. This is the movie we are going to be reviewing today. What'd you think of it?
Well, in terms of, I don't know how I can really put this. It's a movie, like, has exciting action, but it's one of the most corniest movies I've ever seen. Like, it's like the classic kind of Indiana Jones, but you can think of it as, like, back in the 50s when people would slip on banana peels, like that kind of corny stuff.
I can kind of agree with that, but overall, when I was watching Indiana Jones, I was not bored once. The beginning was somewhat kind of slow, but it never really made me go, we should leave. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like at some parts, it's just kind of like corny. Like the visuals towards the end.
Oh, visuals are horrible towards the end.
We're obviously not gonna spoil too much, but it really is kind of bad. There's just a fire scene towards the end. That's all I'm gonna say. But it just doesn't do it for me. It's really kind of it just doesn't look right.
And the villain, I don't know if you'd call it a villain, the bad guy in the movie was really underdeveloped and of course, since I'm sure you've noticed this in every single movie when there's an evil person and it's a woman, they always have an accent like this, and they always have that short, ugly haircut.
Yeah, she's like Russian. She's Russian.
They're always Russian, and they have that short, ugly haircut.
Disgusting.
What's up
lesbian?
With that?
Lesbian haircut.
Yes, and
that's what it looks like. That was what the lesbians looked like in the 50s, I bet.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not gonna. Wouldn't that suck if like you found out your grandmother had that? She heard this, kicks your ass when you get home.
Well, let's start from the beginning of the movie.
All right.
Kind of dragged down a little bit.
Yeah. And I really did not like Shia LaBeouf's character whatsoever. And I was calling like Indiana Jones' grandpa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was kind of corny. Like
exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and at the beginning part.
I like him as an actor, but I don't.
I do like Shia LaBeouf. He is a good actor. Trust me. But like.
I think he was the wrong person for the role.
Yeah.
It wasn't really his fault, really.
Yeah, I agree. When Indiana Jones is on a train towards the beginning, and Shia LaBeouf's pulling, like, by the train on a motorcycle, he's got, like, the tilted hat. I understand this is the style of the 50s, but, like, the greaser look, it just got old to me. I just think he couldn't pull it off whatsoever. And he's, like, pulling.
And how old is Indiana Jones? Like, 60, and he's, like, doing backflips and cartwheels.
I gotta give Harrison Ford that much. If he can't even, like, get off his walker at that age, he's pretty good to me, dude. Like,
okay, let's go to the middle of the movie. It's starting to pick up action.
Yeah,
and that's when you start seeing the corny stuff come in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when he's, okay, I don't know if I should give this up.
Is there anything big?
It's the part in the forest where Shia LaBeouf is swinging with the monkeys.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that.
We'll just give up this part because it's not that big. But there's a part in the middle where Shia LaBeouf. Well, it's more towards like the end, but we can call it the middle, where Shia LaBeouf, he gets caught in a tree after he's been in a car, and he looks around and there's a bunch of like, what was it, monkeys?
Chimps,
monkeys with him, and he like has that like, oh, I got a good idea. Then a couple more scenes, he's swinging with the monkeys, and he formed like an army monkey. An army of monkeys. It's just so corny, just so stupid.
I can agree with that. And when he's swinging, do you notice like every vine's right in his grip? You know what I mean?
It's like you're almost waiting for him to like grab on the snake and be like, whoa!
Whoops! Me and my shenanigans. Yeah, but I can totally agree with you. It's a classic Indiana Jones movie, and you're kind of thinking like this is unrealistic, but they're not gonna kill Indy off in the fourth movie.
Yeah.
They're not gonna kill him off. At this point, it's like Chuck Norris in his films. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's do the ending
Chuck Norris
part.
jokes.
The ending part is basically all action.
Yeah, and corniness. Very much corniness.
Very
towards
corny.
The end.
Like there's a part towards the end where something happens to the villain. Lesbian haircut, Russian accent. Yeah. There's a part at the end where something happens to her and you're just like, what? Wait, what was that?
It really does. It's so corny.
It's kind of like the director.
A bad ending.
The director just kind of had to like. It's almost like you can almost imagine like he had a certain amount of film. He's like, oh, it's almost the end. Now we need to like do something.
I can agree with that so much, and exactly. All right, enough. Oh, by the way, You know what? I don't really want to spoil it. I'll just say this. The way it ends, it leads up to believe there are going to be more Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah.
I will just say that. All right, you guys enjoy the film, but, you know.
Okay, so what are you going to rate it?
I'm going to give it a 4.
I'm going to give it a 3.
A 3?
Yeah. It's still,
Alright.
it's worth going to,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
bring some extra snacks. You're going to be a little bit bored during some parts.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I'd recommend seeing it, but, you know, wouldn't be the last thing in the world if you can't see it.
Not the end of your life.
They'll start cutting your writs if tickets are sold out. Alright, thanks for listening, guys.